I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Robert Clancyy. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
It is absolutely peaceful and spectacular. I'm in a total peace mode right now.
That's wonderful. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am in beautiful upstate New York.
All right, all right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, I was thinking about this. It has to be my Facebook page. I have an inspirational Facebook page that has almost, well, it's heading toward 1 million people, and
Wow.
I share, I share an inspirational thought nearly every day, and I have since December 1st, 2012, and I just want to bring light to the world.
Wow. Yeah, point people to that page. What page is that?
It's facebook.com/guide to the soul.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, so who did you learn that from? Not the Facebook side, definitely, but the inspirational side.
The inspirational side, well, if I go back to my parents, it would be my dad. He was in World War II and part of the D-Day invasion, and he told me that it's about being a leader in the world and standing up for those that don't have a voice. And my mother, who was a beautician, who just brought beauty into the world and made people not only look beautiful but feel beautiful. And at age 19, I had a divine experience that I kept a secret for nearly 30 years, and I was literally touched by an angel.
Wow. What was that like?
Well, it's still going on. You read the words. I'll just share one of them with you. And here it is. Love has no walls, thus it cannot be conquered. Love has no boundaries, thus it is always open. And love has no limits, thus it has no end.
It was beautiful. Wow. That's amazing. Why did you hold it for 30 years?
It was. I'm a logical tech person, and I didn't want to be really judged, but I knew there would be the right time when would reveal this, and I carried this with me, and it's a burden and a blessing having the gift of knowing that for sure God is real and there is a heaven. And I just lived and watched people and the beauty and the kindness that unfolds through life. And I've just sat back and had a front row seat to it.
Wow. How was your life before revealing it and then after revealing it?
Well, yeah, it's a great question. I was a straight A student up to that point, and then at age 19, in a very short amount of time, my whole life fell apart, and I lost several friends to suicide, and just awful things were going on. My mother was going through nervous breakdown. My dad was closet drinking, and it was just I didn't really have the support, and I checked out. And that's when that happened. It was the first time I meditated, and that angel manifested right in
Wow.
front of me. So I don't have words for that, and I know my logical mind said, "You're not hallucinating, and you're not dreaming, and this is really happening."
That's amazing. Where can people connect with you? Or is there a website or do you only do your Facebook?
Oh no, I'm on all the different social media. It's the Facebook's the biggest one, but the my website is guidetothesoul.com, and it has all the links off to everything. And I just released my fourth book, and
What's the
just
name of the book?
Soul Ciphers: Decoding a Life of Hope and Happiness, and
Mm.
it's all about figuring out those ciphers in your life to lead you to a place of happiness. So I'm bringing my programming tech side to my spiritual side, and merging those two in one beautiful book.
Sounds like fun. Ooh. Well, tell us one other thing, Robert, that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Well, I'd say it's the 3 years. I'd say the last 30 years. I have smiled every day that
You
I wake
sound
up.
like that. It's
I just do. And ever since the angel touched me, I went to bed smiling that night, and I did not stop. Yeah, every day, and I just try to share that smile. And the most important person to share a smile with is yourself.
yeah, most definitely. How does it make you feel when you do that?
Wow, that's there are no words. I can just say it's beyond love. It's just peace. And I feel that, and I feel held, and I know we all are, and I just live with that, and that's the beauty of life.
Suggest to someone that's listening why they should do that, why they should begin smiling more.
Well, I've heard in the science side that it changes your mind and it will, make your outlook better. I think it's a great way to eliminate depression. It's a self-healing. It's the greatest tool we carry with us every day, and you need to share it with yourself and then share it with the world. And it's a beautiful thing, and we're the only creatures that have a smile.
Yeah, there we go. Never thought about that. Yeah, that's intriguing. All
It's an
right.
easy tool to use too. You carry it with you everywhere.
Love that. Well, amazing audience, you're hearing it live here again from Robert Clancyy. Robert, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Robert, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Well, I'm in that beautiful space. I've been down in the Caribbean a few times, and I'll say my earliest memory is seeing my mother's face and knowing what love was, and it was before I could speak.
Wow, wow. So, would you put it to like what, like 6 months, 7 months, or like
I was
2 years?
No, no, it was probably around maybe 1 year old. I know I was able to stand up.
Right.
So whatever age you're just able to stand up in a crib, I could understand what my mother was saying, and I saw her beautiful smile, and I knew what love was.
Wow. So, how do you see that memory? I think I know the answer, but how do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Well, yeah, you can see the threads. My mission in this life is to share the power of kindness and what love truly means and how to have unconditional love. And it is a hard thing for some people to love unconditionally, but when you can bring that into the world, it changes your world, it changes everything around you, and that's really the key to life is that beautiful sharing of kindness, reaching your hand out, and just saying a kind word.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Sure.
I love the idea, Robert, of the crib. Again, understanding that there are phases to the thing you know. So it's intriguing. You spoke of seeing your encounter with the angel and then taking a bit of time before you release that information. But to see you as a child, even in the crib and the boundaries thereof, understanding what the smile was, it's just fascinating to see the stages of how we interact with the thing that infects us, if you would.
Yeah, and it was that's the first imprint, So, and I lived all my life with my mom's smile, and when she passed away, I had to do her video for the funeral, and I pulled all these pictures from the family albums, and that's when it struck me. I could not find a picture where she was not smiling because she always was. And then I thought, wow, I had that for 50 plus years of my life, that beautiful smile.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
If we fast forwarded to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
I put a little thought into this, and I had to check the year and everything, and it has to be Styx. It was "Come Sail Away."
Yeah, love it. It definitely connects, right?
I have a Styx belt buckle
Wow, there we go. I love it. All right, my friend. Well, Robert, we've arrived at our destination now, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Robert?
too. Sure.
Robert, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
My skills, I would say it's the entire world. I have to leave this legacy and all of these beautiful words I've written. That's who I'm passing it on to. Everyone.
Are you married?
I am.
Do you have children?
I do.
Do you believe in God?
I absolutely do.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, I have a very close group of friends that I've known from anywhere from 2 years old through second grade to present day.
Wow. And do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Probably not 3 hours a day, but I do watch it every day pretty much.
All right, all right. And what about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
It's probably in the 8 hour range. I am a programmer and I do marketing and design, and I'm also working on all of my all of the social media and updating things and doing interviews and
Yeah,
different things going on. So,
I
yeah.
can imagine. Well, Robert, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Robert Clancyy, what would you say that is?
It is just share all of the kindness in your heart with as many people as you possibly can in this lifetime.
Love it. Robert, this was such a great pleasure. I almost called you Robert Fancy.
I have been known to dress a little bit on. I'm just kidding.
Robert, again, great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, it's get out there and volunteer, and volunteerism is the easiest way to make changes in this world. And volunteerism can start with just sharing that smile. So I hope somebody walks out the door tomorrow, shares that beautiful smile, and passes it on, because it's the only contagion we need to spread.
Love it. Robert Clancyy, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Well, thank you so much. And I love your name because it is the Angel. Bingo.
Boom.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic. I love it. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.